What is up guys? Welcome back to AppleTechTalks, and for this video we're going to be talking about an exciting new upcoming product of Apple that's been leaked a lot in recent months. I'm super excited to get into it. Before we start, I just wanted to say that I have an upcoming documentary, feature-length documentary coming out on my main channel, Generation Z Gadgets, and I would really appreciate it if you guys check that out. The trailer is out right now and the full film will be dropping for free on June 5th, which is a Friday. So hopefully you've got nothing to do on that day, grab some popcorn. The runtime is 1 hour, 10 minutes long, and it's about the media entertainment industry, which is an industry of interest to me for many years. So I really hope you guys can learn from it. I spoke to a lot of really cool professionals. I'm super excited to show you what I've come up with. It's really one of my most proud productions I've made to date, and I would really appreciate if you guys checked it out. So you can check it out on the card right here, or click the link in the description below if you don't want to exit the video you're watching right now. So without any further ado, let's talk about Apple AR smart glasses. So first of all, what is AR? Well, augmented reality, for those who don't know, is a technology that imposes a computer-generated image upon the real world and provides a more composite interactive experience for the consumer. Back in 2016, Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, stated that augmented reality technology would become as normal as eating 3 meals a day. In Apple's first fiscal quarter earnings call in January of 2020, so just a few months ago, Cook further elaborated on the potential of AR. It's already gaining traction in enterprise and everyday usage among consumers. The special component of AR, according to Cook, is that the technology intrigues both businesses and consumers. In summer of 2017, at WWDC, Apple announced ARKit, a framework for app developers that allows them to utilize augmented reality in their apps and games. It was a pretty big deal. Pokemon Go is a prime example of how some more basic AR technology was used successfully in existing apps. IKEA Place and other furniture apps also utilize this technology to help customers see what certain pieces would look like in their homes. Measuring apps, including the stock one included on every iPhone, is also a great example. There's also an app called Night Sky, which identifies stars, planets, constellations, and satellites, and can even project the solar system onto your environment. It provides such an authentic, futuristic way of learning about astrology and technology. By the way, I just want to say I'm not sponsored by any developers. These are just different prime examples of how the technology is utilized. So with ARKit being an obvious huge success for Apple, Apple understandably wants to take it to the next level, which is augmented reality glasses. So with a dedicated device that focuses and optimizes the experience for augmented reality, not only would Apple take one of the earlier large-scale initiatives in the AR industry, but also it would provide a new source of income, perhaps the next step after smartphones. In other words, as smartphones are beginning to lose steam in terms of innovation, Apple needs to find another primary source of income, since their other products all have their own appeals and aren't iPhone replacements. So the additional question is, can AR smart glasses replace smartphones? Well, first let's discuss what Apple has done / is planning to do. Apple's been working on AR for more than 10 years now, according to their patent history, which indicates that they definitely have more than an idea of what they would like to pursue in this field at this point. There are rumors of a top secret unit that researches AR and VR technology, and another team that has been working on multiple sets of virtual / augmented reality headsets. And one of Apple's software execs, Kim Vorath, has been moved to head of the AR headset division. So according to Min-Chi Ko, which is a very established analyst reporter for Apple Rumors, has reported that Apple's AR glasses could enter mass production as soon as the fourth quarter of 2020. Of course, back then when he said this, the whole coronavirus pandemic was not a thing, so things might be a little bit different. But anyway, Kuo also said to expect the AR glasses to be marketed alongside the iPhone, since it would be much weaker as a standalone product. It only makes sense to market it alongside the product that so many people already have their hands on and are familiar with. Also, if the iPhone controls much of the functionality on the headset, it allows the hardware to be lightweight and more simple. Of course, there also needs to be native software for the new hardware. It only makes sense Apple would keep the naming scheme consistent and name it ROS or AOS or something like that. The input is not yet determined, but most likely will feature touch panels, voice activation, head gestures, and maybe even iris tracking, which is, we know, an existing technology. It may even be a combination of all of those. The headset will have a high-resolution display, most likely 8K, and cameras so that users can read small, fine print and see other people standing in front of and behind virtual objects. Applications such as virtual meeting rooms, much like what we're doing on computers today during the pandemic, and 360 video playback are being explored. So second, let's discuss a release. So when, how, and where. So most rumors point to an AR/VR headset debuting as soon as early 2021, though if the coronavirus really hits production that hard, 2022 is more likely. It will be, as I said earlier, marketed alongside the iPhone as an accessory. Retail prices are not really in the rumors right now, but I would hazard a guess they would be quite expensive because number one, it's Apple, and number two, it's a first-gen product. It's important to remember a couple things about this upcoming product. Number one, like I just said, it's a first-gen product. And what that means is that a first-gen of any product is almost like a beta. It's almost like Apple's first stab at trying something completely new, completely unfamiliar from anything they've done before. And yeah, there's going to be problems with it. Look back to the first Apple Watch, the first iPhone. They were revolutionary for their time and what they could do and what they offered to consumers, but they had a lot of problems at the same time. So, I don't think that this first-gen product is going to blow it out of the water in terms of performance. There's going to be bugs, there's going to be issues, performance issues with it that consumers are going to complain about. You also know that when the Apple Watch debuted in 2015, Apple followed a tactic similar to what's being said in the rumors right now, which is that they marketed it alongside the iPhone. Even now, the watch is still pretty dependent on the iPhone. Apple is not going to market a completely new product without connecting it in some way to the iPhone, which is by far the most popular device. The reason why the watch, even after 5 years, is not fully dependent, nor has replaced the iPhone as the center of Apple's income, is because the watch cannot do everything the iPhone can do. It has a different appeal. A watch is meant to be an accessory, but can never be the primary computer because it has such a small display. That's what I think AR headsets will be different in. And that's why I think Apple will choose AR over VR. So I know Apple is searching for that next innovation that will revolutionize the industry in the same way that the iMac, the iPod, and the iPhone all did. Augmented reality is that key. The display is definitely big enough, and by definition, the display will take up your entire field of view. So I don't see how it could get any bigger than that. Once the inputs are figured out and it becomes intuitive to use, I think this product is going to be the future. It's easier to carry around, more seamless to use, and more futuristic. The reason Apple will favor AR over VR is that VR takes your attention completely away from the real world. It immerses you in a fictional, projected world that's created by a screen. That's not what people want and need in their daily lives, especially for adults who work a job and need to use these devices for business. They need to have a seamless juxtaposition of real and virtual worlds the way smartphones are doing it right now. They need to be able to walk on the street and access their email from their smart glasses without ever leaving the real world. They need to be able to check their calendar for a moment and then return to reading a book. Advanced multitasking, especially between the real and virtual worlds, is crucial in today's world, and you cannot doubt that. That's why I think AR is what will be implemented in this product, not VR. Okay, phew, that was a lot. Okay, so I hope that I answered that question posed at the beginning of the video. The main competitors for Apple right now are Facebook with Oculus, Microsoft with HoloLens, Google with Daydream, Samsung with Gear VR, Sony with PlayStation VR, and HTC with the Vive. The rumors have been going on for years and years and years, but we still don't actually know that much. I think this is because Apple is still debating whether to even carry out this product. There's obviously been ups and downs with the production process for Apple, as with any other new product. I would say, however, the chances of Apple making this AR smart glasses a real product are quite considerable because, we've been hearing a lot more rumors about it recently, and also it just seems like a very logical next step for Apple's business strategy. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I've got links in the description below so you guys can read more about it, see what Tim Cook had to say, read up on the latest iPhone and various technologies from Apple. I hope this video was informative and got you a little bit excited about what Apple is planning next. And yeah, if you want to know anything personally about what's going on in my life right now, I am in Korea, in Seoul, and I am currently self-quarantining as per the government's requirement, I guess. And yeah, I really hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy wherever you are in the world. And as always, I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care, guys.